welcome back to 709 Meridian, an audio commentary podcast. We are your hosts, Dee and Andrew.
Hello.
Setting the mood here for the conclusion of our Crisis season, bringing to a close the third chapter of the animated version of Crisis. This is Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 3 of the Tomorrowverse version. And we're stepping on in to the red skies and the blah, blah, blah. We got shadow demons. We got multiple bat people.
We did have
Supergirl.
those things. We had those
Right.
things. We don't have them going forward.
So it's a pretty dismal atmosphere we're stepping into here, and thankfully we're gonna be done with this till, I don't know, another crisis shows up.
I mean, like I said, we do live in the universe where James Gunn's DC universe is going to be the thing. So that's what we have to look forward to. So yes, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to just...
Yeah, we're ready to just get rid of this shite.
Let's just go jump into the fucking pile of shit. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Play. Oh. So we get, our same opening credits as the previous two, just with some slightly different actors getting their names up high.
Oh, that's right.
So Corey Stoll will be joining as Lex Luthor. Whoop-de-doo. But then we are going to see Aldous Hodge get his first billing, and I think he's and then Wonder Woman. And Matt Ryan, who should say no to these. Like, I get it, dude. I get that you're sure you can do this, and I agree with you based upon a lot of legends, but you know what? Dignity, man. Have some dignity. Let Keanu Reeves do this for a while, all right? Like, he wants to come back. Let him do it.
Even this title sequence is kind of underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Last time.
Which we did not get in the previous movie, which was sort of amusing. But yeah. Oh, Vixen totally disappears.
Mm.
So now this armor is the Animonitor. He never looks like he does in the comics. He never speaks again. There's nothing going on with that. Oh, also, enjoy the quality of this animation because things are going to get so much cheaper in the rest.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Everybody's little drawing. But see, what we forgot is Crisis on Infinite Earths takes place in a world without the bleed from the authority or whatever, and from the inexplicable desire to integrate that into the DC universe that has sort of been the whole deal for the last, God, I don't know what, 15 years or something.
Mm.
They've just wanted to make, or is it from Planetary?
Nah, I never got into that one.
Yeah, but the bleed is a Look at them not doing anything.
Right, just kind of.
That's the Animonitor. That's his final design. Okay, so the bleed is from one of those fucking things. Like it's either Warren Ellis or it's not. I don't know. I don't care. Grant Morrison, whatever. And DC's been trying to put all those characters into the DC universe for ages because I don't know why. Because they have a subset of their terrible readership who enjoys it. Um,
And none of them fit.
None of them
It's, you
fit.
know, they
All of
keep.
it's stupid. Like DC somehow thought that I don't know, just integrating shit into the mixing universes and like writing DC's basically just become the end of the Morbius movie when they're like, "Hey, Michael Keaton's on our planet now. I guess that's what we're doing." Anyway, um but here's your Wonder Woman stuff, which is going to go nowhere. It's very weird.
Right, because last we saw her, it was assumed that she was taken out
Right.
by the shadow demons.
Now, which Wonder Woman? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm asking these things. Okay. So War World, this is going to have a lot to do with War World.
Yeah,
Is the Wonder Woman from War World the Wonder Woman of Earth 2 or of Earth 1?
it should be the one from Earth 1, but
Okay.
this is the Earth 2 one, right?
Yes. So somewhere based upon what we're going to see is the Wonder Woman of Earth 1 who just never has any scenes
Right.
except in a bit.
Hmm. Yeah. So the whole tragic tiara floating in space, that would have meant something
Right.
if she was really gone, but somehow this happens with no real explanation. Or is it that she was on an Earth that she didn't belong, so it spared her or something?
No, it's because she's immortal.
Oh yeah, that too.
I love how in this one you really can't tell the Supermen apart.
No, not until you see the costume hole.
I also find it amusing that the atrocious Lois Lane is fitting given the performance that Alexandria Daddario gives. Oh my God, look at them walking.
Yeah. Okay, so Earth 2 Superman looks like classic Superman,
Mm-hmm.
while
Earth
Earth
One
1,
Superman looks like dipshit New 52 or whatever Superman. Yeah.
I never liked the S on the buckle. It just
It's silly. Like,
that's like Brandon Routh Superman Returns suit.
he had an S on the buckle? That
He
was
had an
like a
S on the
fucking
buckle.
Fleischer homage. No, the circles.
Yeah.
The circles where it's at. Also, it's very unclear which Aquaman is supposed to be which.
Well, this one is. I think that this one has his own Earth or something.
Yeah.
While what you call it,
But I thought the
Earth
one in
Two
the
Aquaman was a Ratsy. Or he
Right,
got
but I thought he
brainwashed.
also had a beard, but he's clean shaven
No.
in this. No,
Yeah,
okay.
he was shaven, had the short hair. And this one, of course, has the hook. Hey, did Captain Adam just walk past twice?
Maybe he talks. We got to look up who does the voice. It's not really very good acting, but who cares? Okay, so we finally are going to get my Earth identifying things, except they're
Right.
going to stop doing them
Yeah, they're not
when it's
consistent.
helpful again. But here we get Lois Lane documenting the downfall of humanity on her fucking Wayne Tech phone. And also, Ollie, Queen of Earth 1, wants to bang Black Canary of Earth 2. It's unclear to me how old he's supposed to be, but he was banging on Earth 2 or something. Like, he and mom have a
Well,
fucking.
that's kind of a nod.
Okay.
It's a deep cut. Because remember before they straightened out Black Canary's origin? Because she had a funky origin for a
Didn't
while.
she end up on Earth 2 or something? Or from Earth 2 or something? She's
Right.
basically like.
The original one from Earth 2 somehow wound up on Earth 1 and started a thing with Green Arrow.
Yeah,
And then it was Crisis, and then they said, okay, the
it's the
original,
daughter
right,
of the original.
right.
Yeah.
Modern Black Canary is the daughter of the original. So there's Dinah Drake Lance and then Dinah Laurel Lance.
Yeah.
And it was really complicated. A lot of those origins for some of those characters, just it wasn't just Hawkman and Power Girl.
No. So here we get some really fucking cheap velociraptors or whatever those actually are. Like I heard something that dinosaur geeks have finally velociraptor truthers like velociraptors are actually the little like chicken bullshits from the second one,
Mm-hmm.
but their name's cooler than whoever these badass ones were, Jurassic Park ones. So, but like clearly they bought that from some like generic fucking I don't know animation cell thing. Like they're because they're too good. Like the generic
Yeah.
dinosaurs are too good for the rest of this shit. Oh, this is nice. Wonder Woman is gonna tame one of them and talk to her lady to lady and then send it off to die. So that's fucking nice of Wonder Woman. I was like, you know what? If Wonder Woman starts riding around a fucking T Rex, I'm down. No, because it's bad. Kind of like the transition between day and night in this scene.
Uh-oh. Right. He's Aquaman. Of course, that was the dinosaur that probably would have been important to history, but
Mm-hmm.
that was a dinosaur that had to shoot Abraham Lincoln.
Well, I think we got distracted, but they're doing a really bad job saving the people.
Right. Because really,
Like,
the Supermans alone should have this wrapped up.
right. Like, what happened to super speed? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why is
Where are their
Wonder Woman
powers
having
anyway?
trouble with this? Like, that thing is like, okay, sure, it's like fucking six rhinoceroses. She's fucking Wonder Woman. Like,
Exactly. They're kind of god tier
right,
strong,
like,
so they shouldn't be struggling with these creatures.
mm-hmm. I
Mm.
think this is it for Green Arrow, actually. I don't think he has any scenes after this.
Which is funny. You would think they would try to wedge him in as much as Batman, considering, CW and all.
Well, that shit's over by now, so.
Yeah, but still, you would. Well, they always
You
take
would
those
think,
characters.
I would think, because I would think about exploiting my back catalog with a DC, an infinity of heroes and shit, right? Like
Mm.
that's one way you could do it, or you could get rid of all the whatever. Fuck them. Sorry. And so
Uh,
this is not Sergeant Rock.
no,
This
which
is yeah.
I thought it was at first. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
See how they're just not. There's no like why are they having this conversation while this shit is going on? Yeah. Oh.
Oh, oh. Okay, here it is. Okay, girl. Bye-bye. Let those guys go
Mm.
fucking kill you on another Earth.
See, and
See,
that's
I
that.
feel like so Wonder Woman is a character, they have like made her into the warrior, they've done all this shit, and it's like in the end, I think we've learned that the oh, I was like, did I just go insane and I had to watch it again? No, it was a repeat. Um,
Ugh.
no lines for Two Face.
Mm-mm.
um, I feel like Wonder Woman needs to be the Linda Carter vibe.
Or
Like
something. Yeah.
the warrior vibe has not gone well.
Or her with a sword. Well, yeah. It just screams. Hey, Xena used to be on.
Right. This whole like we're Xena with wire work shit, like well, not even that anymore, but like too lazy to do wire work.
So here's a subplot that should have just been in there at least midway in part two to explain.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is Lex Luthor of Earth 10. We don't know what happened to Lex Luthor of Earth 1. Like,
And he was teamed up with Brainiac in the
there
original
was,
comic.
and the Joker was Didn't Batman stop the Joker in the last
Yeah,
one? So
Batman
like,
caught. Yeah, he caught the Joker early
so
on.
how'd the Joker get out? Like, what the fuck is going on?
If that's, this could be another one. I don't know,
Right.
but he's dressed exactly like the other one. So
So Lex has Psycho Pirate. Where did he get Psycho Pirate? We don't know. It's been 8 months, everybody. Anything could have happened over those 8 months. Didn't you watch Battlestar Galactica? I like that they bought like a anime uh stock image pack and just used like white guy in an anime for Lex Luthor. That's what the kids like. They like watching guys get electrocuted. What am I saying? They probably do. Fuck them. Garbage.
I'm guessing
So
this isn't the Psycho Pirate that was on the ship, is it?
it is. At
Oh, it is.
some point in between, he was captured. We don't.
Even though he had the monitor's power,
Mhm.
it
Doesn't
could have
matter.
just flipped shit on. Yeah. It's just, eh.
Okay, here are your bat people. So Batwing is does not appear, I don't think. Is that Will Friedle
Yeah,
again? There
should
are going
be.
to be a lot of lines from Batgirl in this, and her face is still going to be the
Yeah,
same
never
fucking.
changes.
Yeah.
That's why I say the shit is such flash animation. It's cheap. Mm,
James Gunn will learn from this and know not to show the Nazis as bad guys.
I'm just kind of baffled. This is all you come up with the Bat family. That
Right.
somehow there weren't other Batmans other than Batman Beyond.
So now one thing is that the Earths all have unstable like time things. So
Hmm.
people from any you know the dinosaurs or whatever, but they also can travel between Earths. So nothing you can just do whatever scene you want, and this is still the best they come up with.
Right.
Like, why aren't they Nazi zombies at the fucking least? Like, then there's this weird shit. Sad Batman. Like, what the fuck's he sad about? Oh, I wish Dick wouldn't make jokes about killing people. These Nazis are good. They're good people on both sides.
Oh no.
Okay, well, buckle in because this is actually
There you
changes
go.
the entire. This is necessary for the entire plot of this fucking movie. Like,
Uh,
okay, so we are 23 minutes in.
okay. So this
Too
part
much.
here.
I thought the voice acting in the Gotham Knights game was bad. It's not that bad.
Because actors aren't good at doing voiceovers, really.
Um,
Like this is why it's a acting medium unto itself.
mhm. Oh my God.
Stiff Batgirl. Look at that.
Like how it like what well it's because of the fucking they must have
Dead
the
eyes.
eyes must be a separate like layer thing. Look at those gross ass donuts. Like it looks like something's growing on one of them. Like those are like Simpsons donuts that they tell Homer not to eat. Like but it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Supergirl was actually talking this whole time and we just sort of made fun of it and didn't do anything with like why are we
They gave him a moment and it didn't even really mean much.
nope. Well, of course she talked to a girl about it. I'm not going to get into it, but I don't I think that all of the skirts in this one are a little bit shorter than the last one, which is
Hmm.
really weird considering how shitty the animation is. Like,
And how come Earth 10 Luthor has to be villainous?
right, where's the good Luthor? Right? Like,
Right.
so we
Because if he
also
has
have
to be a
gotten,
villain,
oh, sorry.
just make him the regular Lex.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Right, here we go. Tragic Aquaman. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Like, so they then are going to be ripping off Star Trek the motion picture in a second here. Get ready.
V'ger.
With this fucking single frame animation of the anti-monitor. Like this is supposed to be a sentient being and shit. Like
You know what they made him look like with the armor on? He looks a lot like Amazo from Justice League Unlimited.
oh damn.
Uh-oh. Yeah, here comes the V'ger wave. I want to die like a king.
Nope, that's too good of a line.
Aqua World.
Hmm.
But again, for this one that dies, where's the other Aquaman?
He'll be in it. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Because I thought that they said to a hook Aquaman, how'd being a Nazi work out for you back in episode one or whatever. I can't remember. I don't care.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Zoinks! Kamandi survived, even though after last episode it implied he did not. Here we have Jon Stewart kicking off his like 15-minute protagonist arc. It's just a fucking messy, bad
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's Bruce. No, that's
That's Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Sorry. John's going to come in a bit in his civvies and also have a lengthy thing. Bruce actually does not have a lengthy subplot. I'm sorry. What's Nurse Christine? Is she related to Christine Chapel? Oh, from my nail growth. So they really lean into Batman being the world's greatest detective, and it's him doing like fucking the equivalent of Sherlock Holmes doing a hostess, like a hostess fruit pie ad, but with Sherlock Holmes is going to be the Bruce's deductive reasoning. And so we skipped ahead 8 months without any,
Yeah, with
uh,
no real
yeah.
knowing that.
And now we've skipped ahead 2 weeks from the first appearance of the Anti-Monitor, and we're losing all these worlds. We've seen nothing on it. People are just super fucking stressed out at the end of the universe unfolding, and they get to watch it.
There was also never really a set length of time this stuff was going on in the main book, the main Crisis book,
Now,
but you'd have to read some of the separate titles to know, because
okay,
they would look out the window and be all, "Look how crazy it is out there," and then get right back to whatever main plot.
yeah. And so they have the red skies in this, but the red skies aren't forecasting the coming doom. The red skies are at the end of
Yeah,
the world. Also, the last we saw of Dr. Fate, he gave Psycho Pirate the helmet because that was the only way to get to Avengers Endgame and stop Thanos. But who the fuck is this Dr. Fate then? And why doesn't he know what he did if he did that intentionally?
hmm
There's John. And this is where we start getting into this being very much Tomorrowverse Justice League's Crisis.
hmm
I don't understand how you don't make Dr. Fate's helmet look cool. It's like the Rocketeer helmet. If you can't make it look cool, something's wrong.
Although it looks like they tried to do something with the eyes.
Yeah. A different animation studio did.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's better than the one from Black Adam, though.
Oh,
The one
damn.
that doesn't have eyes on it.
Oh man.
Mm.
Black Adam bombed because of
Was
American
it?
audiences, didn't it? Jesus Christ.
Sucked too.
But
It wasn't
still,
that good.
it wasn't, but it was better. It shouldn't have been a bomb.
Nah.
Okay, so remember last time when John was teamed up with Constantine, cool. Like, let's.
Hmm. You know what's messed up, among other things? In the original Crisis, Cyborg was one of the chosen to be on the satellite with the monitor and all of them, and he's nowhere to be found in this.
Um,
Cyborg, Uncle Sam. Like, there was a bunch of random heroes that they chose.
I feel like we're not going to see Cyborg for about 12 years.
No.
Or if we
Does
did,
still
we
say
really wouldn't want to.
he works best with the Titans, anyways. I don't like when they try to wedge him into the league. Of course, nowadays it don't matter, but
Yeah.
because Justice League Unlimited.
So we're going to have a fucking Old West bar fight for some stupid reason. So buckle up for that.
Oh, is this where Batlash and all of them show up?
Yes.
Again, they had a better role in the original version than whatever the hell it is they do in this.
Okay, everyone. In case you're one, the inventiveness of this scene, Constantine's an actual fucking magician, so he could just like magic some shit, but he doesn't
Right.
because it's stupid and badly written. I mean,
Time to get off the juice. Oh, damn. That's right. This is another deep cut right here. John Stewart, Wonder Woman, and Batman. They did a two-part episode of Justice League
okay.
Unlimited where the three of them travel back to the Old West.
Okay.
They're trying to track down Kronos.
I love how they all of a sudden decided they're going to do the full silhouette Batman. Like it's fucking. Didn't McGuire do that sometimes in Justice?
Yeah, where they don't show his
Yeah.
face.
Where it's just, yeah.
Yeah, they did it in one book on purpose as a joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh. So I've been thinking about this all morning. Spoiler, folks, I watched this immediately before falling asleep last night, so the disappointment is fresh in my soul. But um, is the are the late '60s Marvel cartoons Do they have a better sense of, I mean, whatever it would be called, verisimilitude, whatever that's called with animation, where the quality of the animation doesn't, um, like it fits its theme enough that it doesn't break you out of it when they do something shockingly fucking cheap and bad, like this thing does every third shot, if not every
Yeah,
shot. Look, they don't even have the angle right on the liquid because it's a fucking 3D model, not the pseudo 2D model or what the hell
uh-uh.
is going on.
Okay, so this Wonder Woman is familiar with Batlash,
Yes,
which again puts into confusion which Wonder Woman this is because
right. So one of the Wonder Women's going to remember War World.
right,
And that I think is this Wonder Woman. This I believe is Wonder Woman of Earth 1 who no one acknowledges isn't the Wonder Woman of Earth 2 because they're dressed the same. But it
yeah,
doesn't work otherwise or something. It's so stupid.
yeah, yeah.
This is made to see. Here's the thing. I was gonna make a joke that this was gonna brainwash children. It might make them stupider. I'll give them that. It might make them stupider, but I don't believe it's malice. I think it's incompetence. I don't think they're actually trying to break our brains right now. I think they're just trying to.
They're just lazy,
Oh my
and they
God, the first one is so much better than this. Like just thinking about how the inju no the bad guys, the supervillains, Earth,
know
whoever those, the crime syndicate Earth.
Crime Syndicate.
That
Yeah,
animation was so much better than this. Like this is fucking atrocious. There's old Black Canary.
right. So here's the Justice Society. This is confirmed Earth 2 because
Right.
that was the Daily Star.
Now, that's it for Jay in this, which is weird to me because I always assume they're going to give Jay Garrick stuff to do, but maybe they don't these days. So here's Aquaman of Earth 2,
The Ratsy Aquaman.
who I was convinced had become the long haired Aquaman, but maybe somebody or I was confused.
Mhm.
This just seems obscene. I don't know what's going on here. Okay.
And this is not the canary that Green Arrow was.
No, but it's her mom who Green Arrow knew, so confirmed Green Arrow is going from
Yeah.
mother to daughter. Okay, this really great animation here. Like, it looks like something an 8-year-old can draw. So much for Booster Gold. No lines for him this whole fucking movie.
Uh-uh.
So now they are going to describe those as all of the, like energy heroes, but then they're going to have more energy heroes in a bit. So that's going to be something.
Oh, there they are.
Yep. Dude, any monitor looks like he's leaning over to try to reach something that rolled out of his hand while he was taking a shit. Like, that's what this
Oh
movie, that's a
no!
metaphor for this movie. Oh my
Oh,
God. It's like
right
a
back into the
fucking,
crack.
it's like an anime, it's like a cartoon from like the late 80s where they were trying to do something like launch a superhero universe and that's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Because it's always a giant or something.
Uh-huh. It's a poorly distinguished giant. shut up question.
Too bad they didn't get Jeffrey Combs back.
Hmm.
That at least would have. Anybody else doing the question isn't quite doing them right when you don't have that madcap Jeffrey Combs sort of reading. Like, if any of those, they could have spun him off, but who's really a fan of the question, though?
Exactly. Dun dun dun. Wasn't there?
Hmm.
There was like a long running early 90s question series, right? But that's like mostly just about the art, I would
I think
assume.
question at one point was Vertigo, right?
Did he go to
He's part of the
Vertigo?
Vertigo line.
Can't
I
remember.
know one of the series was suggested, I think, at some
Hmm.
point. It was part of that line of Constantine and
Yeah. So last time we talked about these, I was commenting a lot about the like the computer generated light effects. I believe you make those in After Effects. I don't know. I don't know these
mm,
things. Reflecting off of the animation layers, and in this one it's like they heard me and were like, yeah, but we were doing that intentionally, so like look at Batman's ears and shit, like just like
who?
just the so the Spectre's not actually going to play into this at fucking all. It's like they were like, well, the Spectre was going to be a big part of this, but we didn't want to pay the guy to record any more lines. But here we are
Okay.
on that Earth with Titan's Tower. I think we got a glimpse of this either in the first movie
Yeah,
or the second one.
this is the end of the previous version of the DC animated universe. This is the
Wait,
end of yeah. This is what evolved into. This was the end of the previous version of DC animated movies.
but they didn't do a Crisis before?
It kicked off with Flashpoint, and then this is how it all ended. This is how the universe ended with the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
And that was like the new 52
Right.
series.
Hmm.
So wait, was this scene in the fucking
Yeah, this was at the very end where he tells Barry that he has to, try again, do another Flashpoint. Then Constantine gets his own other Tomorrowverse movie, the House of Mystery or whatever, where he's banished for doing this. That's why he lost his memory.
So this actually is just very tied into the Tomorrowverse. Like it really all just
Yeah.
okay. I mean, hey,
Mm. Look at Hawk Girl.
uh-huh.
That's actually not a bad design, though.
In the last one, they never showed both her eyes at the same time, so I'm wondering like how they learned that technology since like I love how it like this style changes like in general. Like now it looks like an Aeon Flux thing, like with the long shoulders and shit. Like,
Yeah, and I don't like the quick anime mouth movement.
you know,
Why is it so empty in there? Shouldn't they just have random heroes standing around?
I mean, that's what Commandi's doing there, but yeah.
See, I'm not a big fan of the insignia as the belt buckle. It looks so stupid, especially on Superman and the Flash.
Hmm.
It's kind of cool for the Atom because, well, his belt buckle is sort of, how he activates his
Right.
power, I think. But okay, so this is what happened, I guess, before he did the whole Flashpoint. He
No,
took out
this
Dark.
is he takes out Darkseid, and this would be what sets off the new Flashpoint.
Right. Without Darkseid, you don't.
Right.
That was the plan. Eliminate Darkseid before he
Yeah.
does Justice League. What you call it from the last universe, so that they never fought him at all.
You know, Constantine, you could have sent him to visit baby Hitler too, or I got another baby person you could
Yeah,
have
right.
sent him to visit. You know what I'm saying?
It'll cost us a lot of trouble, goddamn. Because I might purchase a shelter, a bomb shelter somewhere. Because this is just the beginning.
We I got a whole hell metaphor.
Uh,
I
yeah,
won't get to it
it's
right
it's
now.
not.
Instead, we'll just oh my god, look at that. It's okay, kids. You too can make cartoons.
As easy as this.
Okay, where the fuck were they?
Right, because
We
at
haven't.
first they were in the.
Yeah, they were in the satellite, and now they're all together. Like what? It's like we skipped ahead and they cut a scene, and it's just like, yes, that's right. They are. They did like mount something, and nothing worked, and we
Yeah,
cut that.
now it's this.
This really is like some. This is like the Arrowverse thing in that they're cheaping out on showing the action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Except in the Arrowverse one, they have to do a bunch of special effects.
Mm.
In this one, they have to draw things, and they're just like, you know what?
Well,
It's a little hard for us to draw
I don't
things.
know. It's again. I believe this is probably the only defense I'll give them is that once the James Gunn regime change was
Yes,
announced,
and we're gonna
all
basically
of this,
see that. Yeah,
yeah, all of this was rushed.
it's not just we're not like this movie doesn't quite have the fuck you ending of Beneath the Planet of the Apes, but it gets kind of close. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it does have a fuck you very much for watching at the end. Like So they have 52 Earths. That doesn't mean anything. I think they're gonna say. I think they say they have a 50-ish heroes at the end.
But somehow Lois still endures. You know, just once, I wish they had swapped Lois out for Lana. Like, why
Yeah.
have they never gone down that road? Or whenever they do Lana, it's always a fucked up negative. Like,
Mm-hmm.
remember Armageddon 2001?
It's because
Whichever one where he married Lana and he became just a despot. Like, he just became like an emperor type Superman or
mm-hmm.
some shit.
It's because they hate women. Actually, I mean,
Well, it might fit into the ginger theory.
mm,
They don't care for redheaded women.
okay. So Earth One Superman did not have the fucking cowlick the last two movies, so this is sort of confusing. But then now he's like sad-eyed dope Superman. Like, what is happening as I watch this? Oh wait, I'm fucking Kryptonian too. I could save the day. There he is, everybody. Baby Darks.
uh,
Okay, I do want that. Okay, folks, I'm making a promise. I will be bootlegging that into a 3D model and I will be sharing it in the show notes because I figured out how to do that for something else and I'm
well,
going
it
to
has
do
to
it
have
for
the
that.
crib and everything.
Yep. Okay, so that's how Darkseid looked in the other ones, or
Right. The
okay,
other ones were completely new 52.
okay.
That's basically what they were. They were new 52.
How
And
many of
it's
those did they do? Like, did they have a significant run on New 52?
right.
Okay,
It was their whole line. That was when they decided to do a whole line of
okay.
connected films. Because before that, it was just
Yeah, it was the
anything. It was kind of, free for all till they decided,
okay.
with the exception of like maybe some random Batman movies.
I do
But
like Gotham
otherwise,
from Gaslight or whatever. Gotham by Gaslight.
yeah, Gotham by Gaslight, The Doom That Came to Gotham.
I need to
Um,
watch that still. Shit. Maybe I'll watch
watch
that
that
tonight.
shit,
Don't
man.
let me forget. I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'm gonna
And
watch
the
that tonight.
Soul of the Dragon was really good. And the Suicide Squad movies weren't bad. They just, yeah, they were better than the live action ones. I'll put it that way.
That's right, baby. Kill that baby. Somehow they fuck up super people and sons. Like, okay, so we have to get to Supergirl dying in this,
hmm
but
Once again, not the way she died in the
no.
comics. Definitely not the way she died in the Arrowverse because she didn't die. Hey, Cap tugged on Superman's cape. You're not supposed
Hmm.
to do that. So, other Superman is gone now? What?
Yep. But I think he'll come back. Do, 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 do. Oh,
And there's no explanation what the hell is going on with everybody else. What are they doing while this shit is going on? Like they're just because they're not really holding back the waves anymore since
right.
oh no.
So you know what they? We'll get to it. We'll see if I
Whoa.
remember. It's fucking gaunt, freaky faced Firestorm in this too, which is interesting. But it's also gaunt, freaky faced Mary Marvel. So, oh, remember when they said all of their energy heroes were dead? Um, Here
Yeah, and
they
here they
are
are. Starman.
with his cheap sound effect gun.
The Ray again, I thought he died.
He did. This is a different one. We can do whatever we
With the
want.
same cost. Okay.
We can do whatever we want.
Ah. See, there was a revelation that they had to have like anti or matter or whatever to
Mhm. Wait, hold on. It's not, though. Just wait, everybody. Who've we forgotten about?
on the next Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking cheap ass shit. Like, I don't want to be mean, but this looks like a cartoon that your grandma would have told you you'd like. And she would have been
It's
like really excited. And then you'd
yeah, but
find
it
out
has
it's
to
because she found out about it from her Christian friend. And
right.
it's
It
a
has to have
Christian
some Christian
cartoon.
themes.
Yep. It's a fucking
It
Christian cartoon.
has to have Christian themes and a couple of kids with a talking dog
Yep.
preaching about the virtues of. Christ wouldn't have wanted this. I'm not gonna lie. At least 6 years old, I like Superbook.
I mean,
And then they made
you're a kid. You're dumb. Kids are dumb, man. It's all right.
right. They made then they made the exact copy of Superbook. They just called it the Flying House, and it was pretty much the same setup. Kids going through the Bible.
See, how did that design? How did they get cheaper with the metal mummy as this thing progressed?
He looks like a different version of Rome the Space Knight.
What's that?
Oh, did absolutely nothing.
It's okay though, because
Oh,
it's the
the War
Death
World.
Star, bitches.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Oh, so he's been there all this time trying to,
Hmm.
which should have been shown.
Hmm. It's also unclear why John did that.
Mm.
I guess. I mean, unless
See,
you
I
know.
guess this was supposed to be the ace up their sleeve moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what I
They should
wouldn't
have.
do to have a almost theatrical level animated crisis with a budget.
Right.
God, this really is just as bad as the Arrowverse one. How hollow it looks. Mm.
Yep.
Oh,
Why's his mouth open? Also, why is he hanging out? Why did they leave him in the fucking bar where it was
right in Old West
implied
with all
that it was a bunch
the
of he was gonna
rednecks.
get he was gonna get
He's
lynched.
gonna
Like,
get
what the
lynched.
fuck is this movie? Unless he just comes out and he's just like we just see him put away a bloody pocket knife or something.
Right, he just stabbed everybody in there and killed them. How come one of these couldn't have been like Kilowog or something?
Oh wait, they were all hanging out there. What the
Mm,
fuck were they doing? Wait a second. Why did they go back? Weren't they
mm.
on the destroyed asteroid?
No, they weren't with them.
Batman and Wonder Woman were on the destroyed asteroid.
Were they?
Yeah.
I thought they were in the satellite for a second.
Yeah, but then I think they went to the destroyed asteroid. Why did they go back to the racist? Okay, as long as they went back to the. All right. In this continuity, it's the official position of 709 Meridian that they went back to the bar and fucking killed all those racist pieces of shit.
Right, because history don't matter now,
Right.
anyways.
And that's like in continuity with like Wonder Woman behavior anyway. So, like,
Who is that one?
an anime one.
Yeah, that could have just been.
It's Rocket Girl. There was a comic called Rocket Girl that had great art. They ripped off that design.
It
Meaning
should have
they,
been Arisia
yeah.
or Katmatui or.
Okay, so now we get Psycho Pirate back, who is going to take control of all of the people who are left.
Mm. That's Electrocutioner, I think.
Thought it was Tarantula.
Oh, is it Tarantula?
I don't know.
No, Tarantula's Marvel. Oh,
Is he?
yeah, I thought he was.
Oh, I can't. I thought he was
Or
DC
DC's Tarantula is a female, I think.
now, but not in the 90s.
No? Oh,
Wasn't he? I think he was a like a his.
no. The male Tarantula was Marvel.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, he had the cheesy mustache. Kind of looked sort of like Zorro a little.
Didn't DC have one where it was like a school teacher who was a vigilante by night or something?
Mm. All I know is the female one was the one I think that assaulted Nightwing.
That's right. It's almost like that should have tipped us off. There might be something up with Chuck Dixon.
Right? Okay, so Supergirl, I guess, has accepted her fate or
Hmm.
something. And there goes the Psycho Pirate again.
These people are just like, why are your crowd insert shots better than your fucking like
Oh, even Perry
original?
White.
Yep.
Look at Tempest, Cap Jr.,
Hmm.
Mary, Superman.
Not Superman of Earth 2. For some reason, Anti-Monitor's got to have the little little dump truck there. Why can Emo Lantern share his lantern with John?
I think that's the guy. He might have been from the cartoon
Okay.
Razor. Like, there's a whole like sub fan base surrounding that character because he wielded multiple lanterns at some point.
Okay.
Like, I think he was like half red, half blue. Oh, wait a minute.
So, if you did this in Kirby style, I might be able to get on board with you.
Hmm.
Like this
I
level of
think
cosmic shit.
honestly, it looks like that's what they tried to do. They didn't get it right. They didn't get the design right.
No.
They needed the artists from Justice League Unlimited.
So I do dig this because Martian Manhunter's like, thanks, dude. I fried your whole brain and it's leaking through your nose. I'll leave you alone here in your torture chair. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, Psycho Pirate doesn't get to join the new 52?
Well, so that was their
Mm-hmm. Look at
okay.
that. We
Now,
got layers. We got layers in this animation program. How dare you say we don't have layers? It has an auto shadowing program. Swear, I just want to know what it is. I just want to know if it costs more than, I don't know, $500. Is the app itself more than $500? Do they buy all of these animation cells from a humble bundle for 1,000 or 20,000 asteroids for 4 cents? So I thought we were going to get some cool thing about the Animonitor's corpse. We don't. Like,
no.
nope, there ain't shit. Because it turns out the Animonitor has seen Spider-Man Far From or No Way Home. So
Uh,
didn't fucking Firestorm die in this fucking movie at least once? The Ray died once. I thought
yeah,
Firestorm
because
died.
he blew a shot at
Yep.
a bunch of them, and they
We get the Atom. We get
beat.
Cheetah. We get weird facial expressions.
So they have Aqualad in the back, but they showed Tempest
Yeah.
too.
The fucking sad Joker. The Swamp Thing who never figures in.
Here we go, crying Superman.
And that's it.
Yeah.
This iconic scene that was the cover of their fucking movie, and that was it.
And what about the
Oh,
funeral?
wait, there is this. That's right, there's this. I apologize.
Oh, now they show a shit ton of heroes
Yeah.
gathered in the.
But still not the ones that we would be wondering about if it had we been. There's Batman's back and Constantine. And okay, so we knew John was back. Look at Joker in the background. It's just like,
Solomon
why?
Grundy. Right. Look at Grundy. Firestorm. Oh, Uncle Sam.
Yep, Uncle Sam is there looking like a fucking zombie. Oh,
Tempest.
hey, shit, there's Vixen. And
Somebody really
Tempest
likes
is
Tempest.
flying in the background.
Yeah. Tempest seems to make a lot of the crowd shots.
Wait, is this really a good movie? No. Oh shit, Batman and fucking Joker haven't even died yet. None of the cameos are here yet. Shit. Okay, so here we find out
Who is
that the
that?
Phantom
That
Lady, I
one.
think. I think
Yeah,
it's Phantom
okay.
Lady.
Phantom Lady. They gave
Okay,
her a little bit, but yeah.
but not your Barry, dumbass. Like, what do you? So what we're finding out though is that all of these other worlds aren't have only actually existed as long as since the end of the Dark Side Apocalypse Justice
Mm,
League. That is the fucking Ray up there. We saw that bitch die twice.
at least.
All right. So basically, Barry created the Infinite Earths at the end of the New 52 verse. And so we're about to, like, this Wonder Woman has only existed for a hot minute. All of these people have only existed for a hot minute. So really, we could just start over again. It's kind of like Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, right? Like we can just start over. No, dummy. He was the grew out of the monitor. So what we don't actually know now is does the monitor does the watcher species exist in a non multiverse thing? But also
Oh,
what that means is
right. For every Earth, there's a anti-monitor.
for every Earth there's an anti-monitor, but for every Earth there's also for every universe there's an Earth and there's a distinct um like timeline, future and past. So it's just
Mhm.
kind of like
There's Katana.
mhm.
Oh God, that Batgirl.
Mhm.
The Miracle Machine.
Mhm. What if we could get an Infinity Gauntlet at the last minute? So 20 more minutes.
Well, she got all that to her
No.
in the little time they spent together,
Hmm.
huh? See, where's Batgirl looking?
At the camera.
Hey, there's a ray. Black Lightning. And just a minute ago,
Oh no,
Blue
that I'm
Devil
yeah,
was
that's
standing.
Nightshade, not Phantom
Okay.
Lady. Sorry, I apologize, everyone. It
Eh,
matters.
same difference. I just don't get how they sort of.
It's like the end of The Force Awakens when they're just like, "Hey, why don't we just go get Luke?" And they're like, "Okay, cool. We'll send the Uber." Like nobody
Here's
figured this out till this YA novel started.
why couldn't Luke do what he did being right there? He could have just snuck himself into the base and just do what he did anyways. So he could at least be with his friends when he, you know, became
Yeah.
one with the Force. Did he really have to be on that whole other planet? By the way, fuck Star Wars.
And you know what? Even more than that, fuck Star Wars fans.
Yeah. All the dead Kara's legs.
Hey, that would have been funnier if you'd introduced it early on.
God, somebody get the Joker out of here.
Only the Hulk can touch it. Oh, moron.
I'm still gonna be bothered that we had like a cameo of Starfire, but we get no Nightwing. We
Nope.
just get the one Robin from a random alternate universe. Two Robins, but no Tim Drake, no Jason.
Okay, here it is.
Ugh.
First cameo. Or first, yeah.
And they say nothing.
Nope.
Kiss
Oh
my ass.
shit. We're
Uh,
dead. Huh?
that was bogus as
Huh?
hell.
Huh? It is Crisis. Huh? It's Crisis of all animated series. Huh? Huh?
Honestly, the Super Friends would have found a way out of it. Because
Yeah.
that was back when everybody
Super
was OP.
Friends Wonder Woman would have taken care of that shit. Like,
Yeah. And the Wonder Twins would have bundled their asses in the middle of it. And there's that blank Batgirl.
a new universe with 50 looking in the wrong place. Like, you think Huntress is bad, but then you see Batgirl. So now we're going to create the absolute universe here. And there's Superman of Earth 2 back again with Wonder Woman of Earth 2 with
Yeah.
no acknowledgement that we basically had Wonder Woman of Earth 1 somewhere.
Right.
And Hawkman is here, I believe, for the first time in the movie with the fucked up styling from last movie where they couldn't show both eyes at once because that person was sick. That person had Rona and wasn't working that day. What am I talking about? They clearly made these animators work when they had Rona.
Oh, yeah. Right in the thick of it.
But Lois, you you're finally touching my pee pee. I
So,
don't want to have to wait a whole nother
no elongated man in
32
Sue.
years for that.
Lois is the only civilian that gets to be,
Yep.
even though, again, in the original, she was nowhere near any of this. She reported from Earth, just like Iris and Lana
Dude,
Lang.
wait a second. are all these fuckers, were these people who all got series in the
Hmm.
new 52? Like looking around, I'm like, why the fuck are these people here?
Oh,
Okay, we've had Pierce Brosnan, we've had Dude. We need to rethink Dr. Fate's voice.
what's his face wasn't bad. I think he played Doctor Fate. Um, I could be wrong. Oded Fair did a
Mm-mm.
really good Doctor Fate on Justice
Okay.
League.
Hurry up. Sorry.
Yeah, again, this was them trying to push Constantine too, because this is somebody else that had nothing to do with the original Crisis.
So, like, all I can think is that for whatever reason,
Oh, wait a minute.
uh, fucking hard diss.
This is so this is how it would be. Just hmm. See how bad they made the original animation look?
Mhm.
It's all stiff. Hmm.
Cool.
Oh, there's
And
the
then,
satellite.
yeah, and then we get the
Wow.
Justice League going.
Oh, this sucked.
Yep. Wait for it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The nerve.
They should have fucking had the stones that Batman and the Joker gets.
the
Four fucking
Joker.
stars.
The
Four
Joker.
fucking stars.
The Joker at least tug at Batman's trunks.
Oh, it was like, but wait, it's Wonder Woman of Earth 2.
Can
So
they not occupy
basically,
the same space? 'Cause-
okay, so here's what I think has basically been happening is that they have just been banging while everybody else has been working. Because they've been gone this whole movie, and then Wonder Woman of Earth 1 like disappeared again. She's a ghost. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Only Batman and John Stewart can see her.
that is a bad angle right there.
Mm-hmm.
That far shot they did.
Yep. And there's just like plenty of ones in this where they're just like it's so we can have lots of
Oh,
background, but it doesn't matter.
there you go. Teen
Yep.
Titans fans. I didn't
Oh,
care too much for that show.
that's what they get. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a reference to the destroyed Titans Tower on the other planet. I didn't realize that was them.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that was.
Wow.
They didn't
Okay.
even show them.
No. Look at Vixen. Staring off into the distance. Her lair, Gaussian blurred. That is a good point. Describing this thing does sound like some fucking dystopian description of brands or.
Shit animation.
All right.
Oh, so we're activating what, the miracle machine here?
You're activating the miracle machine, and because what the fuck was the point of that?
Oh, it created a whole nother Earth.
Yeah, no, I know, but why did they zoom in on Superman's eye like that? That was stupid. That was
That's
all.
because he felt he lost Wonder Woman
Oh.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so she's gone.
Is that Alfred way back there? What?
Alfred gets it. Dude, Pennyworth, obviously.
Yeah.
He's got to be one of the 52 new heroes.
See, they did the most generic
Yep.
resolution to this,
Yep.
where they all just step off into it and it's, unknown.
Yep.
They
Because,
just accept that they're going to this world.
yes, so they can all have their series in the new 52. Who's that shit? He looked like a goth vampire hero.
Uh-uh.
Mm.
Like their alternates are going into the thing, and they don't care that they're just going to be
No,
merged,
no.
or they might not exist at all.
We're both really bad actors.
Like the question would
Oh
be the
my,
one holdout,
right.
since he's so conspiracy theorist and all. Yep, that's
So
Alfred.
does the
Fuck Batman, really.
does the Joker or not the Joker, does the question not go through? Okay, and also we do need to talk about the fact that this is like a 32-year-old Batman hanging out with his alternate universe daughter, who's probably supposed to be the same age, and his alternate universe sidekick grown up, who's supposed to be the same age. And they basically all like pamper him. Like,
Yeah. Mm. So she doesn't get to be Batman's daughter anymore.
nope.
That's
She
Helena
she
now.
gets to be
Helena
a
Bertinelli.
mobster's daughter and shit. Good job, Batman. Because no Catwoman.
No.
You know, the question could have just killed Lex. That would have been better.
See, even Lex, he goes, but Lex would like have a plan out of this somehow.
Yeah, it becomes John Cryer, obviously.
That damn book.
All right, and then who's left? The Spectre and the Question. But wait, Psycho Pirates gotta go.
How the original ended was so cool. It was just what, Superboy old Superman and I think Pariah, and they were on that thing floating out there. And the Anti-Monitor comes back, and old Superman just destroys his ass. That was the coolest ending.
Wait, so the question is somewhere taking a shit right now.
No, no, this is them swapping places, I guess, with old Superman, Superboy, and these will be the guys who remember. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Warner Brothers production, but it can't be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Like, how bad are you at this? Oh, wait, I'm watching this movie. I know. All right, and here we go. Here's the single epilogue.
Ugh. Remember when that was a uniform, a special uniform they had to wear?
Yeah,
Now it's just Kid Diana's play clothes.
yeah. I mean, at least she gets to wear some kind of pants.
But the fact that, I mean, you could have just gave her the tiara
Yeah, you
and we
literally
would have
need it
known who
because
she
there's
was.
nothing else to it. Like, that was it.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, right. Big hugs, Kevin Conroy. This is your legacy.
Right.
That's a mean thing to say. Okay, so yep, Dadiaro was terrible. Captain Adam was terrible.
Yep, Will Friedle was in it.
Wilfredo was in it. I forgot who we were trying to
Keisha Sharp
find.
was Vixen. Wow. Ugh. All the creator credits.
Yep,
And that was your hopeful, happy ending. That
yep.
there's no.
Well, because remember, they thought they were going to be doing a HBO. Aren't they going to do a Paradise Island? Are they?
Supposedly.
Yeah, so
It's keeps getting announced, but
it keeps
I
getting
bet you
announced, but they
it'll
sort
keep getting
of,
announced till they cancel it. Because that's one that wasn't. They obviously did Creature Commandos, and whatever. They haven't really announced much else other than the Superman movie.
yeah.
They keep talking about Green Lantern, but again, that hasn't even started, so it could very well get hacked too. We'll see.
Well,
I just don't have any faith in any of this shit anymore.
no, and Warner Brothers is gonna be able to merge, which means they're gonna be able to sell shit off. So
Mm.
we'll see what happens.
And Superman's about to be public domain.
Right.
Superman
And
and Batman.
and Batman, they've only got
Couple
10
years.
years, yeah.
Mm. Although, wow, those are some quick ass credits.
Yeah, they are. Nobody else wanted to stick around. I mean, like, come on.
Those are like 70s movie type.
They were just like, let's be done with this, please.
That just goes to show you that really that's how cheap it was.
Yep.
Ugh. All right.
Oh,
So, there is Crisis Tomorrowverse Part 3. And what a journey we have had in this crisis. It's too bad we don't have any better adaptations to sort of, present. but that's it so far. But overall, I still say Crisis is relevant, and it's probably the most important crossover in in comic book history. I think it was the first
Right.
time they did all of that shit. So, folks out there listening, get a hold of the original comic book version.
You know what? There are multiple collected editions. Check your libraries. Like, give it a shot. I mean, I would say that it doesn't, you don't have to be very invested in the ongoing continuity.
No,
It's just, you know, Justice League. Were they in Detroit at that point, or did they go to Detroit afterwards?
Crisis.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Uh, I think it was around that time.
Yeah. There's like weird things, but don't worry, it was just the 80s. Like you'll be able to
Because
figure it out.
Crisis hit, and then not much longer after Crisis, they did Legends,
Yes.
which was kind of the rebirth of the Justice League and all of those. Legends
Yeah.
supposedly was the crossover that sort of establishes where we are now in the DCU of back then, of course. But yeah, that's DC for you. Change shit and let's just have a big ass crossover. And recently they've just had what, two or three right in a row, I think.
All they got. It's all they got now.
And it's very tired. It's kind of redundant too. And all they do is add unnecessary characters. Like you build a family of characters and you say, you know what? Superman needs a kid. He needs his own son. Why? You got Superboy, you got
It's like
Home Keenan, you
everything
got
needs
Supergirl, Power Girl.
to have a cast as big as X-Men now.
Right. They even have those twins that they adopted. And it's just like, what do you need? What is the purpose of John Kent now? What what purpose does he really serve unless you're going to actually kill Clark Kent, which shouldn't happen.
Oh. Well, next time we actually don't know what we've got, but it'll be something good. So it
Well, we
won't be
had
this. We were going to do the Fantastic
yeah,
Fours.
Fantastic Four was on deck, but we can always do that.
We
It's
can always kick that off. Try to find something a little bit nicer of a bounce back from Crisis. We need that right now. So we'll do something.
yeah, we'll surprise you folks. It'll be great. But till then, thanks for watching. Thanks for enduring the crisis with us.
Mm.
And again, please, please, I implore anybody out there who's at least a little bit interested, just read the comic book version. You'll be better off.
So much better off.
Better story, better everything. Some great Marv Wolfman writing and great George Perez art.
Oh, the
So
Prez art.
he's I don't think about comic books unless I'm thinking about his art.
I mean, that's the kind of, and we're gonna go, we promise. But that is the big diss with this that we have never even talked about is
Mm-hmm.
that like you need visual grandeur for this, and we didn't get that in either of the
No,
adaptations.
it was very flat, very empty.
Empty.
I mean, again, like I say, would I recommend the book, the actual comic? I'm saying read it because of those, not just the story, but there's just that big 2 page spread
Mhm.
that takes place in the satellite.
There's also a big the fight. Some of the monitor battles have some
Yeah, where it's
amazing.
just
Yeah,
nothing but, I mean, and you could point out the characters in those. You know, it's kind of like a Easter egg hunt
yeah.
with the characters, just seeing who you can find, who you recognize. The
Not what this
deaths and the
was.
tragedy was better.
Yep.
You kind of feel some sort of emotional tug when even the most random characters get it. You know, like Dove
Yeah,
from
that's
Hawk and Dove.
because Wolfman knows how to write the quick setup of characters and things like that. Like, that's what's so bad about this one and disappointing about the other one is that in this one, they don't even, I mean, besides Supergirl and Batgirl having their heart to heart, right? They
Hmm.
haven't attempted anything like that since shades of it in the first movie with The Flash. But in the Arrowverse one, they never really had like, we're in the middle of our action sequence and it's a cool action sequence slash fun scene together. Like it's
Hmm.
not that type of tone, which it really would have benefited from. Instead, it's just bad stuff.
Yeah, it's just let's do this because it's a big important. Honestly, you could have done any crossover. Like, if that was the case, if it was so important, you could have did. On it really, I would say a really cool crossover to do if you had to deal with a budget. Armageddon 2001.
I think they
Just
did something related to it on Flash, but I don't
mm,
know how far into it they went. And they always were a little weird with future stuff. But yeah, that would be one you could do pretty easily. Yeah.
I mean,
So,
that's something you could easily cut down, and
yeah.
for budgetary reasons anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we'll be back, folks.
yeah, we'll be back, and thanks for watching.